Whether it's maintenance or troubleshooting, there's certain activities that you need to do on your AlphaDisc filter, and I will go through some of them briefly. One of the most important actions or activities when it comes to AlphaDisc filter is to know how to depressurize the filter. Depressurizing is a very simple and basic concept, but it needs to be done before we can work on a filter. Depressurization of the filter bank is to remove pressure from the filter, as opening the filter bank under pressure could cause bodily harm and also damage to your system. The process that we're going to follow is we're going to switch off the pump firstly. Then, secondly, we will close the main incoming valve to the filter. And thirdly, we will open the drain valve on the front of the filter. So now that the system is depressurized, we can safely remove any of the covers and any of the components of the filter bank. So to remove the AlphaDisc cover, you can use a handy multi-tool that comes with each and every AlphaDisc. It has 2 socket ends on it. We're going to be using the 17mm socket end, which fits in on the clamps. If it happens that the clamps is not ideally positioned and you might struggle to get in with the multi-tool, you can just use a normal socket wrench with a 17 socket. So to remove the clamp, the nuts have been loosened and we are just removing the clamp completely. And then we remove the cover. Should it be necessary to remove your filter discs, you can also use the multi-tool for it. In the multi-tool, there is a butterfly spanner molded into the multi-tool. The butterfly spanner fits onto the butterfly nut in front of the spine. The perfect fit, and the counterclockwise loosens the nut to the point where the nut is hand loose. Further remove the nut, remove the spine cover, and to remove the discs, just pull the disc carrier out with all the discs. Reinstalling the discs is easy with the handy disc carrier. By just slipping it back into place. And further to close, everything fits back in. And the butterfly nut gets tightened again with the butterfly spanner. When fastening the butterfly nut, we should not over tighten the butterfly nut, and as soon as the spanner stops, that will be tight enough. And reinstalling the cover. Just make sure everything aligns. Fit one half of the clamp and then the other half. Start off by hand tightening the nuts. And finish it off with your handy multi-tool. These nuts should also not be over tightened. So now that the cover is back on, we'll first close the drain valve and we can repressurize the system. We can also remove the backflush valve cover to remove the backflush valve piston. Then removing the clamps. The multi-tool has a screwdriver head. Then to remove the backflush valve piston, we press the valve in and let it go. This backward and forward motion loosens the valve and the valve comes out freely. Having removed the valve piston, we can do visual inspections to see if all of the seals, one at the back, the two in the center, and the one in the front is still in good working condition. When installing the valve piston, special note should be taken of the indentations on both sides of the piston, as these align with the indentations on the body of the valve. Alignment is crucial and a firm press. The next step is to fit back the cover, making sure that the supply and the drain is on the correct side. We can fit back the pipes. Connecting the clamps one at a time. And finally, bolting everything back together. After the clamps have been installed and tightened, make sure that all the supply and drain pipes are fitted, and finally reconnect the solenoid command water. The command filter is the only part of this filter that does not clean himself. So on a regular basis, it is important to open and clean the command filter manually. The function of a command filter is to supply command water to the hydraulic valves on the AlphaDisc filter. If the command filter is dirty and water cannot flow freely to the booster valves, the filter will not go into flush. For that reason, it's very important that we do regular maintenance on the command filter to ensure that the filter is free from any debris and not clogged. During commissioning of your AlphaDisc filter, it's very important to make sure that your command filter is open, as the main filter cannot function correctly without the command water. To remove a command filter discs, it's important to first close the command filter, use the drain valve on the command filter to bleed any excess water, and then once the command filter has been depressurized, we can remove the nuts and then remove the filter discs. Installing the command filter discs is as easy as removing it. Take note of the plastic side on the disc set that should be inserted first. Once in place, insert the cover over the disc set and tighten the nut. Once the nut has been tightened, we can close the vent valve and open up the command filter again. Regular maintenance is crucial to protect the optimal operation of your AlphaDisc filter. Be sure not to neglect these activities and also make sure that you and your team are well equipped to perform them. So be sure to speak to your Netafim Technical Advisor or irrigation dealer for more information. And remember, together we can grow more with less.